Let's go, people. Let's go. New York Knicks win another game. They won game 5 at home at Madison Square Garden. Now we're up 3-2, baby. Just how it should be. Just how it should be. The New York Knicks should be in command of this series. And now we get to go back to Atlanta and hopefully close this thing out. But let's get into it. New York Knicks came back home after mollywopping the Atlanta Hawks down in the A in game 4 on Saturday. And after winning game 4, there was a lot of pressure for them to win game 5 because you don't want to win down in Atlanta and then allow the Hawks to gain even more confidence and win in your own arena. And what did the Knicks do? What did the Knicks do? Even though they had what seemed like a little disjointed of a start, they came back and did the exact same thing that they did in game 4 and executed at a high level. We saw some phenomenal offense. The captain, Jalen Brunson, got back rolling again. 39 points for him tonight. We saw Karl-Anthony Towns imposing his will in the second quarter and continuing to be that hub. Hell, we even saw Mikal Bridges take it to the rack, man, and show some aggression. This Knicks team was just fully locked in. A wire-to-wire victory for this team. They are not playing with their food right now, and they can't do it in Game 6. They got to put that team away, considering if you're looking at the scoreboard, Celtics just lost to the 76ers, so they got to go to a Game 6 now. And so Knicks look like they're going to get the same amount of time as the Celtics are playing, and that could benefit them, man. No team I should say, the Celtics are not going to get that rest, all right? So Knicks doing their job tonight, just beating the brakes off the Atlanta Hawks, winning 126-97, and they're back in the driver's seat, baby. Let's go. Let's go, man. This is what we want to see. So hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. You are tapped into KFTV post-game live. CP is on his way from the watch party to come join us and break everything down to let us know, what he thought of today's game. But right now you got me, Alex Trateris, a.k.a. the Stratocaster. With me on the other side is the play-by-play guru himself, CK2K. We're here to break it down for the people. Make sure to call in through the Discord tonight, okay? We want to hear your takes. How are you feeling right now that the Knicks are up 3-2 in the series? They're up 3-2, people. This team likes to make it harder than it is. They could have swept this team, man. They could have swept this team. You just see that they're outclassing the Hawks right now. They don't got an answer. It's beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Make sure to stay tapped in and make sure to hit the share button and let the people know that we're live, okay? CK.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
I'm good, man, but it's like you said, this today was supposed to be the game the series ended. It was supposed to be done in 5. But game 4, game 5, perfect examples of what this team should be going forward in the playoffs. This series alone, we got to wrap things up in game 6, but I couldn't have said it better myself. Like you mentioned, everything that we've asked for, everything that we've called for, everything we've mentioned throughout this entire series, it's like we got a taste of all of it in today's perfection of a game. We asked for Karl-Anthony Towns to be the main focal point in the beginning. He was just that. He continued to be the hub that we know him to be. He shot consistently throughout the entirety of the game. He asserted his dominance in small spurts the way we've asked him to do. OG Anunoby kept his great play, his aggressive play throughout this entire game. And, Captain Clutch did such a good job at, picking his spots, but realizing that Karl-Anthony Towns is having, every mismatch under the sun. But when it came down to it, the 2025 Clutch Player of the Year showed his head and reminded people why, you can enjoy your little CJ McCollum moments, but the real big dog of the series is still and will forever be Captain Jalen Brunson as he went off in that fourth quarter. And as you mentioned, Mikal Bridges stayed steady. We saw him get over that. This is probably the first time in a few games we saw him play 25 plus. I thought Bridges was fine, got in a little bit of foul trouble, but did fine. It was just everything we've asked for. Even Coach Brown with some great decisions. We got multiple situations of the double bigs. The ineffective double big lineup showed its head multiple times and did great. Mitch looked phenomenal in those minutes that we saw the two of them together. So everything we've been asking for all series long, we got a great sample size of it right now. And I just need to make sure we don't revert now. Keep this going because this version of the Knicks, as we saw in back-to-back games, is dangerous. Let's keep it alive. Let's put these Hawks to bed, and let's get ready for whoever we got next. Let's go, Knicks.
As you said, man, this team is dangerous the way that they're playing. I mean, another dominant win And as you mentioned, we got to see the double bigs. We saw Jalen Brunson go dummy tonight. I mean, holy cow! Like, why can't y'all do this? But I'll hold back and say, you know what, CK, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is a good thing for them. Okay, because look, they're not even playing crazy amount of minutes. They had a top 40 at one point in this series, but like, look at even tonight, 35 for OG, 34 for Towns, 30 for Hart, 27 for Bridges, 35 for Brunson. Who knows? Maybe this is them staying in rhythm by having a longer series. You know what I mean? I sent out a tweet today saying that the Magic, or last night I should say, Magic are not your traditional A seed team. And look, while I know that they were the A seed through the play-in, having to get their asses handed to them by Philly and then getting a second chance to go against the Hornets, it looks like that set them up by getting enough reps to put them back on track to be in the series lead against Detroit. And maybe for the Knicks, they had to go through that stupidity. Even though they didn't play well in game 1, they still got that 1, 2, and 3. Maybe they had to go through that stupidity to be like, oh yeah, this is how we have to play in order to win. We can't be selfish. We gotta like shed the egos and remember that our best basketball is through connectivity. Because when we see this team rolling offensively, then that translates defensively. And my God, that's probably the thing that stood off on the screen tonight. Defensively, this team held them again. CK, this team held. Was it again that they held them under 100 points? Let me make sure that this is right. So let's see. They won one. Yeah, another 2 games in a row now. They've held them under 100 points. Hawks had 98 on Saturday, and tonight they only had 97. So this team defensively is probably the thing that's standing out to me right now. I mean, we know what OG can do. We know what Mitch can do. Yeah, when Bridges is out there, we know that he's good off ball and being a solid defender. Hart has been phenomenal defensively this series as well. But to get that effort from also Karl-Anthony Towns in this series, that's just been, look, he is meeting Jalen Johnson at the rim multiple times. He said, I dare you, son. I dare you to test me. Yeah, we know you got your all-star nod this year, this, that, and the third. But just let's make sure that you know, all right, what a real all-star looks like. You got to be able to attack and affect the game at all 3 phases in the half court and not just getting in transition and working backdoor cuts as well. And so Karl-Anthony Towns has been phenomenal defensively. He's been anchoring this team and just dominant, man. I mean, the performance he had in that second quarter, was just instrumental for this team. I mean, finishing off the glass, getting downhill, being the hub. I mean, the plays that I love the most is him setting screens for Brunson, right? You see Brunson having a difficult time trying to get past Dyson Daniels, and the next thing you know, he passes it to Cat. Cat sets the screen and then finds Brunson cutting, gets the easy layup. Then next possession, you have Brunson bringing the ball up. Cat sets an excellent backdoor screen for Hart just to get another easy look. And Cat is not just playing good offensively, it's all facets of the game. Playing well off ball, playing well on ball, playing well defensively, offensively, being a screen. Like, he's having a all around, man. The floor game is there too. I got to give credit for Karl-Anthony Towns, man. Like, he's like I said, he's turned it around after probably around the All-Star break. He's bought in. He's been so consistent since that time, man, and has really bought into his role. And honestly, the way that he's playing right now can translate to every single level, whoever you play, man. In this playoff run, he's been doing a great job.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson was the captain that we know and love. He did great. He scored all the points in an efficient manner, did a great job at when the double team came. He didn't wait. He got the ball moving. So Jalen Brunson was probably, the go-to guy, but I'm with you. Karl-Anthony Towns was the most effective guy on this team. He only needed to shoot 7 times, but the way he played was just bigger than just those 7 shots. And that's why this ain't even our final form. I dare I say this ain't even the final form, because OG didn't even need to go plus 20. You know what I'm saying? And that's how good this team was. But I'm with you. Jalen Brunson, damn near 40, did all this great stuff. But Karl-Anthony Towns, to me, was the most important player on this team. And it was great to see everyone utilize that and see that, because we played through Cat the majority of the first 3 quarters until Brunson had to take us home. I'm with you. I completely agree that the 40 is great, but Towns showed why we been saying right before the series started that he is the guy. This is the guy to play through. You talked about your favorite Towns moment. My favorite Towns moment was just the numbers of times that this guy, when he's at the top and he gets that ball and he's looking for the pass, when he realized this is Tony Bradley. Tony Bradley with those stilts, because man, if he don't come on right off the dribble, goes right after him goes to the rim. Bro, every time he did that, I'm like, this is the dude I want to see. He only had to shoot 7 times, but he had just the decision making by Karl-Anthony Towns. Like, this is the guy. This is the team that we want to see going forward. Hawks, whoever's next. This is the team. Don't go away from this. It's like you said, it's that continuity. It's that team play. It's that trust in one another, looking for the next guy and playing with this was the great version, great example of what this New York Knicks team that we all believe. When we talk about, we see this roster like on paper, this is the team we're talking about when we talking about on paper. This squad we saw back-to-back games. So yeah, I'm with you. Karl-Anthony Towns definitely was the most impactful guy on the floor today. For sure.
This is why we weren't even happy with the win in game 1, man, because we knew they could reach these type of heights. All right. And you quoted, even though they're a villain, the great Frieza. This isn't even my final form.
It isn't, man. It isn't, man.
It isn't, man. It isn't.
Frieza. Yeah, man. It's form 2 Frieza.
Look, man, this team is moving. This team is moving different right now, and I love it. I'm loving it, especially when you look on the other side and you see the Celtics lose to the Sixers tonight, and you're like, all right, man. We don't worry, because look, man, Jalen Brown said he wants to spin the block, man. I'm still focusing on this, but I'm just saying that's out there. All right, still focused on the series. The job's not done yet. We ain't getting there yet. All right. We'll not get there yet. Nevertheless, let's get into our player of the game, CK. All right. Now, Towns, you felt the impact from Towns tonight. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. But I gotta give the guy his shine, man. He's been having a difficult playoff series, but he's gonna get the credit tonight for how effective he was scoring the basketball. And that is the captain himself, Jalen Brunson. He is going to be the player of the game. I mean, he finished the game with 39 points. 15 of 23 from the field, super efficient. 3 of 5 from downtown, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. You gotta hit those next 2 free throws, man. Come on. But then he still got the 8 assists, the 3 boards, and he got 8 assists. CK, he got 8 assists with only one turnover. My guy was on it. Okay, and look, we saw Dyson Daniels, we saw Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They put Nickeil Alexander-Walker on Brunson to start this game while they put Dyson Daniels on Towns. But the thing is that in this one, Brunson didn't feel like he had to go band for band with every single wing and prove that he could finish right through them. Instead, he was like, let me play a little bit smarter. Oh, they're stopping me right now. Let me kick it out. There's some few possessions that he gave some grenades, but for the most part, he had a very good methodical process tonight when it came to execution on the floor, man, and making sure that he didn't put his team in a bad position. He knew that Towns had it going. He got it to Towns. He got it to Hart. He got it to Bridges. He got it to OG. He got it to all of his teammates that were feeling it tonight, man. So I gotta give the shine for Jalen Brunson just for how effective and how efficient he was. This is the Jalen Brunson, by the way, that we all know and love. The guy that can go out there and just score will and make it even tough for anybody. And you see even Dyson Daniels, he let him get to his left. He's like, all right, man, you're going to let me get to my left? I'm going to still finish. Don't worry. You ain't going to stop me. And he got that done, man. So Jalen Brunson, player of the game. Hold on a second. Player of the game, Jalen Brunson, man. Hell of a performance. Good job, Cap.
Yeah. No argument for me. 100%. 100%. Because like you said, this is the perfect version of Jalen Brunson. This is the one we want. He did such a good job at, like we've mentioned several times, at still finding his spots throughout the 3 quarters, but also to those 8 assists, did a great job on leaning on Karl-Anthony Towns to let him do what he did, because even with Karl-Anthony Towns, Brunson benefited from those passes, as you perfectly described earlier on. But and then the fourth quarter, and this is something we have not seen, correct me if I'm wrong, something we haven't seen in the regular season out of Mike Brown is we started the fourth quarter with Jalen Brunson. We were typically see all first Brunson, all third Brunson. Today, we saw Brunson get out early in that third and started that fourth. And even I, in the play-by-play, there's the footage is out there. I was saying I'm not a fan of it. I don't see why we would do that, because I'm afraid we're gonna have to sit Brunson midway through the fourth. No. Jalen said, CK, just watch. Because now you start him in that fourth quarter, and though the Hawks try to push back a little bit in the beginning, Jalen Brunson found his spots and started cooking early And they never looked back after Brunson took that one over. And it's like we were both saying, it's not even just the scoring from Brunson. We know, man, the feet work was on fire today by Jalen Brunson.
Yo, that step through was crazy.
Brother, the fact that NBC and Peacock, they didn't put the whole highlight. They were zoomed in on the Kobe sixes that Brunson had on that move on Dyson. Like, the feet work was phenomenal by Jalen Brunson. But like I was saying, on top of that, when they were watching him and they're like, okay, Brunson's starting to go off. Brunson said, cool, bring 2, bring 3. Watch this. Pass over, wide open 3. Pass over, extra pass the corner 3 to OG. That is the version of Jalen Brunson when he's in that flow state where it's like, I know I can get whatever bucket I want, but I still realize I still got shooters around me, and he's using it. This is the version of Jalen Brunson that is scary, that I feel like and I'm calling some of you out in the chat. Some of y'all forgot dons the New York Knicks jersey. This is that version. This is that guy. He does a bit of everything. And when that trust is there, when you got your pops telling you pass the ball, he says, you right, pops. And we saw it in game 5 where he moved that rock around while also burning folks for 40 points. I'm going to say it one last time. The feet work. Jalen Brunson is him. Jalen Brunson, 100% MVP of this game. Man, fear in the heart of the Atlanta Hawks when they see number 11 in game 6. That's all I'm going to say.
Them feets, baby. Them feets are working.
Yes.
Love that's still going. Love that it's still going. All right, man. Yeah. Look, that is the player of the game. That 100%. Is absolutely the player of the game. But we got to get to the role player of the game too, okay? And let me tell you who that is. It's your guy. OG Anunoby, bro. That man continues to put in the work. OG Anunoby is the role player of the game. 17 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from downtown, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. 10 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block, no turnovers, 9 defensive boards, 1 offensive board. Let me tell you something, man. The thing that's been standing out about OG and why he's getting the role player of the game is the rebounding. The rebounding has jumped immensely through the roof for what he's doing, man. And it's like, the rebounding battle wasn't really. The Knicks weren't like in control of that, of controlling the glass through the first 3 games. Game 4, game 5, OG has made an imprint. Be like, you know what? I know Cat can get the boards. I know Hart can get the boards. I know Mitch can get the boards. I can do it too, man. Ain't nobody on this team that's going to stop me. Ain't nobody. And then he's because we know that he can just levitate and just stay in the air. The man's doing the same damn thing for grabbing boards, man. That's number 1 to me. The most impactful thing that he's doing, because just limiting the opportunities to get the Hawks second chance points, or just getting them another chance just to put up a shot and find CJ McCollum or Jalen Johnson, or even get a kick out to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. OG just being another guy who can just make an imprint in that category. Phenomenal work, man. Absolute phenomenal work. But then we got to go look at the offense. Dude is just knocking down shots when he's wide open. Obviously finishing at the rim. We know how he finishes through contact. I mean, I love the play where you have, who was it? I think it was Jalen Johnson. Yes, it was Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels. And they're like swarming him. And he's like, yes, get off me, little man. Like, you guys are too small for me. And still gets the 2-handed slam and just hangs on the rim. I'm like, that's that energy. Bring that energy, man. I wish he did I wish he would emote a little bit more at times, man. Like, do the shoulder roll, man. Be like, yo, they're too small.
No. Come on, that man. Is the aura of OG. It is the straight face. It is the no reaction. It is the I do this in my sleep kind of vibe. No, I don't want a single emote out of OG. Not even a smile. No, keep that. I like that. That's what makes OG just so much more mystical, man. I love it, man. I love the non-emotes out there. It just fits him. So his non-emotes, Alex, is an emote.
There you go. You know what? I appreciate that. I like that. I like that. But the way that he's been playing, man, then defensively, once again, we've talked about it in previous shows, CK, the fact that he is just whoever you need him to guard, he will certainly guard and has to adjust, and he's right there. Jalen Johnson, not a problem. CJ, if you switch on to him, not a problem. Okay. Onyeka Okongwu, not a problem. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, not. The list goes on and on and on and on. The guy is just giving you everything that you need on both ends on the floor, man. Doing a phenomenal job. And the best thing, too, is that he's also finding those backdoor cuts. And then you see that they're even getting fouls off of those too. So OG Anunoby, my man, role player of the game.
No arguments from me. I feel like after he, even in that win, OG in the first game, we were like, okay, were you bad, OG? He never looked back. He's been arguably one of the more consistent players for this team throughout the series. And like you said, leveled up in areas in which we needed him. The big one, like you highlighted, was the rebounding. So, you're not going to get an argument out of me. My favorite move, the OG Kawhi Leonard Anunoby move, was when he was in the mid-range and he had Jalen Johnson. Man, and he hit the step back so hard, he had to collect himself because Jalen Johnson's back there touching earth, shot that mid-ranger. I'm like, oh, yeah. On the elbow? Oh, yeah. Yeah, OG Anunoby. Like, he wanted to get in on the feet work game. He was like, me too, CK. I was like, look, okay, all right, OG. Yeah, okay, my fault. Yeah, no, OG Anunoby. And it's just like you said, it's the completion of his game is why I'm such a fan of him. I rocked his jersey for the game. The dog has been hooping in this series, and he just shows his importance. The same way we talked about Karl and his importance in this one. OG Anunoby is just so many levels and so many different assets that helps this team. I can't say enough about the dog. Keep it going, and ain't nobody over there that scares him. That's why he doesn't. The face is just like this. There's no reaction. I love it. That is the emote, man. Put that in 2K. I just want the player. You use an emote, you just stand up straight. That's the OG emote. That's it. That's it.
The high arm jog back.
Yes. You almost practiced out today. I was like, no, put that back. No, we ain't smiling over here, OG. We don't do that.
No smiles, man. No smiles. All for OG, but OG is the role player of the game. Jalen Brunson is the player of the game. Let us know in the chat, man. Do you agree with our selections? If you got some other people you want to nominate, let us know who you think is the role player of the game or the player of the game. If you got other options, let us know in the chat right now. Let us know in the chat. All right. Yeah. Shout out to young Kobe. He said a dog is a dog wife. That's right. The DOG. Shout out to OG. All right. And you know what? Speaking of keeping it cool, keeping it calm, keeping it collected, keeping it everything, man. That's why we got to shout out to the KnicksFanTV website. Go to shop.knicksfantv.com, man. Go get your merch right now for playoffs. We're in the thick of it, man. The Knicks are up 3-2. Look, man, don't you want to go celebrate? Don't you want to be swagged out when you go to the KFTV watch parties? Don't you want to be swagged out when you go to any of the arenas, whether it be in New York, Atlanta, or any of the other road games? Come on now. You got to do it right, people. You got to do it right. And let me tell you something, for tonight only, if you go to shop.knicksfantv.com, you get 15% off of everything on the website. 15% off of everything tonight only, though. So you can get your playoff merch. You get the Once a Knick, Only a Knick shirts. You can get the crew sweatshirts as well. You can get hats and more. So make sure to go to shop.knicksfantv.com to get 15% off of everything for tonight only, man. Go get that playoff merch. Look at this, man. The playoff merch is fire. Don't you want a hoodie? Don't you want a tee? Don't you want the prints? Come on, man. You got to get geared up and you got to get ready for this playoff run. Make sure to go through and go cop some merch right now. All right? Yeah. Make sure to go do it right now. But yo, we also got some super chats here, CK. Shout out to our guy Jason Wolk. At Woke Producer with the $100 super chat. He says, I don't want to send sound greedy. We needed this and I expected this. The stepping stones to the championship feel good. Shout out to you, Jason, man. And yeah, man, this is the steps, man. This is the steps for the Knicks. They still got to complete this series. Got to go down on Thursday, close this thing out, take care of business. Don't play with your food. You've done a great job right now teeing yourself up. The Hawks are now down 3-2. They're going to be tense in their own arena. You've done a good job winning in their arena during the regular season. You won game 4 down there. Go down there and impose your will yet again. Keep the game plan going. Obviously, this game plan, they tried switching it up. They tried making their adjustments. Nothing worked. All right. You saw Tony out there. They said, we're going to go Tony. And shout out to my guy, Bryce. He did call the saying, hey, they're probably going to throw Tony out there to go a little more straight up because he at least has the strength. I'm like, all right, man. Ain't nobody going to be stopping Cat or Mitch, man. We can even talk about Mitch. All right. Can we talk about Mitch for a second? Because that man was on demon time today. That man was, you want to talk about imposing your will. They have no answer. And I'm so happy that you mentioned earlier that we got to see the double big lineup. We know when Cat was out, Brunson was in, you got to see Mitch. And that also helps Brunson with his the defensive deficiencies as well. But Mitch out there, man, in 16 minutes, 6 boards, setting screens, getting put back dunks. How about him moving Kuminga out of the way, saying, "Yo, man, you're too small. Get out of here, man. Stop with this nonsense." And because Kuminga was feeling himself after those 2 games, man. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm back, man. This is what the Warriors are missing out." Mitch had to be like, "All right, man, settle down. You know when your uncle just puts you right back, just like it just says, all right, man, stop." Just like hits you over the head. You're like, "All right, man, relax." That's what Mitch did to Kuminga today. He sunned him. All right, sunned him.
Yep. Big facts. Yeah, and while we're giving props to guys off the bench, I also want to give some to GTA. I mean, we talked about it. We're talking about the Kolick or GTA conversation. I fired back a little bit after Game 4. I wanted to give him some love because I felt like Game 4 was his best game of the series. And then he said, "Thank you, CK, but watch Game 5 because tonight shots were going down." I've grown to love when he's out there with Karl-Anthony Towns. I feel like when Karl-Anthony Towns takes the attention away, that's when Alvarado's able to find his offense a little bit more consistently, and I think he did that well today. 4 for 7 from the field. He wasn't scared to shoot. 2 for 3 from 3. Love Mitch. Mitch was my guy as always, but I also want to show some love to Jose Alvarado because, he said if there's anybody that's going to be playing any backup point guard roles, it's mine for right now. Chill out, Tyler. It's not your time yet. So shout out to GTA. He got to get some love from me too for today as well.
Alvarado was the most composed he's played this entire series. I mean, just getting downhill. He had the runners off the backboard. I thought the playmaking was on point today. He looked more composed, and this is why. Hey, shout out to Mike Brown. We questioned what he was doing. We've criticized him for some of the adjustments that he made, but he stuck true in bringing Alvarado back and replacing him for Shamet and just needing some more ball handling. And this is why he has believed in Alvarado, man, and he's been showing it. And who also has been showing out too? Jordan Clarkson. Just getting into the paint, man. This is why I said you cannot leave this man playing defense. Went 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Got you 9 points today, 3 of 7 from the field. All right, you got 1 assist to the 1 turnover. Yeah, Clarkson's just been so impactful, man. I mean, when he's out there, that's just another guy you got to worry about who can create for himself. And he's playing freely, man. He's all over the place, whether it's even getting boards, putbacks, whatever it may be. He's doing anything and everything that this team needs. And I'm just loving the way that he's playing, man. He's truly reinvented himself from what he was to start the season and what he's been in the past. Like, if you told me that Clarkson's going to be a guy getting boards and fighting over screens and playing some solid defense, I'm like, all right, man, pass me what you're smoking because I want to taste. I want to taste. All right. But hey, he's been doing it, man. And he's been doing a great job as well.
Yeah, playing like that gritty vet. You know what I mean? You might not be able to convince him that he is at that role at this part of his career, but he is a vet and he's playing like the gritty vet that we need because, like you said, on top of that, he still it just blows my mind how easily he scores in the paint. It doesn't matter who it is down there. He finds a way to pump fake, get space, or like that one play with it was Brunson to Bridges to him that was wide open in the paint. Like he does such a good job at finding the spots because he's a scorer. That's what he's been his entire career. So yeah, no, I completely agree with that. Shout out to Jordan Clarkson.
Natural purebred score. And shout out to producer Gamba. He said, I got so hyped after reading that one super chat. Shout out to Jason Walk that I missed reading the other super chat. So let's get right back to it, man. Cool. Shout out to the realness 8480 for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate it. Then shout out to JFK the God for the $20 super chat. He says, for the first time in a long time, I can say this was a championship basketball. Cat first half, Jalen took over the second half. Yeah, man, that's complimentary basketball, man. You got your 2 stars playing at a high level. That's what you want to see. Shout out to New York Patriot 1018. He says, it doesn't mean anything unless they close out this in Game 6. That's true. And that's what I'm saying. You got to close out in Game 6, man. These are all nice back-to-back wins. Close it out. You should have done it sooner, but hey, you're doing it now. Make sure to take advantage of this. The Hawks are going to be they're going to try everything in Game 6. They're going to try to extend it. They're going to be throwing the kitchen sink. They're going to be searching for answers, but they're also probably going to be tense. Knicks got to go out there and they got to go execute. Can't play with your food. We got Soon Reach. Shout out to Soon Reach for the $2 super chat and for being a franchise channel member. Says, does Sohan need more minutes? All right, there's only so many minutes that can go around. Yeah. But I do like the intensity that he brings. I'm not going to lie.
Confidence too, man. I liked it, but like you said, who are we taking out so we can play? Peace and love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, this could be the matchup that you could say, hey, we could play some small ball 5 because it is Onyeka Okongwu, but there's just too much to go around, man. I'm liking the rhythm they have right now. No need to switch it up. Shout out to Will N for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it. We got Jeffrey Glynn with the $5 super chat. He says CJ went from an assassin to a victim in this series. Strong performance. Let's put this one away. Let's go, Knicks.
Facts.
Hey, man. Life comes at you real quick.
Yeah, we literally saw CJ McCollum's entire career in one series. It was, the Portland CJ McCollum, and then, we saw the New Orleans version. And right now we're seeing the end of the end of his career, CJ McCollum. So, we're getting all the greatest CJ McCollum hits this series.
Hey, man. Look, I'll give him this. I think he still got some. It's just a flaw of the team, man. They don't got enough creators to rely on one guy. It's the same. It's the same thing that you're looking at in that Detroit series, man. Orlando's got a few more creators, and if you got to rely on one guy, it ain't gonna look pretty. Shout out to Jay's Official for the $10 super chat for being a franchise channel member. Says, can we talk about Cat though? His impact is key for us getting to the finals, in my opinion. Yeah, man. CP keeps saying no Cat, no rings. We've been talking about it on this show for a minute. You need Karl-Anthony Towns to be involved. And look, thought it had to be scoring. He's showing you can do it in multiple ways, man. He's really playing like that Jokic, Sabonis role where the impact is being felt at all facets of the game. And for this type of production, I think this team can go far. If you're going to get this type of games from Karl-Anthony Towns on a regular basis, man. He's just playing. This is what you've been looking for from him for his entire career. He's bought in, man. Absolutely bought in and executing at a level, man. Shout out to Triple C for being a franchise channel member. He gifted 5 franchise channel memberships. Really appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And shout out to Thomas Donnery for becoming a franchise channel member. Appreciate all you guys as well. Well, you know what we could do, CK?
What we got?
We can, since this was a really good one, I'm sure we're going to enjoy this. We can go to key stats of the night.
Yeah.
Key stats of the night, man. This is going to be a fun one. All right, people. Nice wire-to-wire victory, man. Hawks only had, there's only one lead change. Hawks got out there real quick and then never saw it again. That's going to be my favorite stat of the night. But let's get into this. Knicks scored 126 to the Hawks 97. Knicks won this one. Knicks dominated. This is what you want to see, man. Knicks dominated the rebounding battle 59 to 39. They barely won the assist battle 26 to 25. They wouldn't win the steal battle. Hawks won that 7 to 6. They would win the block battle 6 to 2. And they didn't win the turnover battle 11 to 10. But hey, the Hawks 10 turnovers were more felt than the Knicks 11. Then with the Knicks just won the shooting categories, all shooting categories, 57 from the field, 42% from downtown, and then 74% from the free throw line. And conversely, the Hawks shot 45% from the field. They shot 31% from downtown and then 59% from the free throw line. So not a great shooting performance by the Hawks, but that was just stifled by the Knicks defense. And then when you look at the hustle categories, Knicks were out there beating them at their own game. Fast break points, 13 to 4. Knicks won that one. Second chance points, Knicks beat that one, 20 to 9. Points in the paint, Knicks beat them there, 60 to 42. Just an overall dominant performance in most categories, I should say, for the New York Knicks. CK, what was your key takeaway from tonight's key stats of the night?
First one I'm gonna go with because I was consistent with it, because I said this is the stat that we need to keep up to win this game, and I'm sticking with the points in the paint, the 60 to 42 on that one. There was a point where they had put up, oh man, I'm going off the top of my head. I think at the time they had put up 14 or 15 threes, and the Knicks only put up 6. But at that time, we were up by 16 points because we were doing exactly what we said we need to be doing throughout this entire series, going after them in the interior because they have no options. They have no ways to stop us from that. So that 60 to 42 points in the paint is my favorite. And this is my honorable mention. The fact that our biggest lead was 32 points. I don't care about that Buddy Hield 3 at the end. It don't matter. We had him by 32. And why it's important to me is because this is how we are going to close this series out. Blowout game 4, blowout game 5. Game 6 TBD, but I'm hoping that the trend continues. So that's my honorable mention, the big lead of 32. But honestly, my favorite stat is still the points in the paint. I'm going to stay with it because I need them to keep exposing Atlanta with it to knock this series out.
Yeah, my favorite, man, is the rebounding. This is what you want to see from this Knicks team, is just dominate on the glass. This is the type of advantage you want to see. I mean, the Hawks can't keep up with when you have guys who are just so great at rebounding. Like I said, if OG is going to give you this production, our Cat and Mitch can give you. Then you got Hart. All these guys just cleaning the glass. It's going to be tough for the Hawks to stay in this one. And then you see how it translates, whether it's getting boards, getting out in transition, and getting fast break points, where they won in that category, or even the second chance opportunities. That's where they won in that category. So rebounding is going to be the one that stood out to me. That's what I love to see, man. That's how you know a team's really imposing their physicality and their will in the postseason, man, is where you can control the glass. And hey, that is Key Stats of the Night, brought to you by GLD. And so people, what is GLD? Yo, it's gold chains, man. If you want a new chain, all right, Knicks Nation, you got to check out GLD. Look, if you're trying to look fly when you're going out, you just want a nice, simple gold chain to put around your neck to be fancy, dressed up, when you're going out with the lady or whoever, or maybe you're going out with the fellas, going out to the club and trying to have a night. Hey, why not throw on a gold chain, man? It just pulls the entire attire together. You know what I mean? So make sure to go check out GLD. And look, what I respect most is that they got options for every budget over there. Okay, it's not like it's just one price, like how you go to a normal jewelry. Yo, do you got the bread or not? No, they got multiple options. So if you want to go top tier, you can go top tier. You want to go middle, low tier, you can go at any tier just to fit the style that you want. So whether you're just starting out your collection or leveling up your whole look, hey, GLD has got you covered, man. So listen, confidence matters. When you throw on a fresh chain, it changes the whole energy. Fit looks better, swagger goes up, and the people notice, all right? So make sure to go support GLD, because over 2 million customers have already started rocking with them. That's plus over 50,000 5-star reviews as well. That tells you everything you need to know about GLD. And the best part is that every piece is guaranteed for life. That means GLD stands behind their product. So tap in right now, work hard, and change the game. For a limited time, new customers get 40% off when you use that promo code KFTV at GLD.com. That's 40% off of everything with the promo code KFTV at GLD. All right. After you purchase, let them know that KnicksFanTV sent you. All right. Shout out to GLD. Shout out to GLD. All right, man. Let's get to some of these calls, man. We got people on the line. We got people on the line that want to talk about this game. So we got to talk to the people right now to see how they feel about this game. All right. So let's start off with Mike in Michigan. Mike in Michigan, how you doing, my man? How you feel?
CK, Alex, how y'all feeling, man? Thanks for taking the call.
Man. Feeling good. Man. You want to see this team blow the Hawks out?
Oh, absolutely, man. We needed to stop playing with food. I think what we all were asking for is just for the Knicks to just be themselves, be who we know they can be. And, none of us feel like if we show up the way we're supposed to show up, that the Hawks can play with us. If they did, you tip your cap. But the most frustrating things about game 2 and 3 was just we just did it to ourselves. We comedy of errors into letting them really into this series. But I've really enjoyed the response, and I'm mainly calling to give Mike Brown his flowers. I've been giving him smoke, and I think rightfully so, as you all have. I said after game 3, I didn't believe he could make the adjustments, and in game 4 and 5, he proved me wrong. And so I think that the two main things I'll just point out, because y'all said a lot and made really good points, but there was a stretch of defense like the second half of the first quarter into the first half of the second quarter where, it was just suffocating. It's some of the best defense I saw them play all year. And it was like once we went through that stretch, even though, the game was like in striking distance, you kind of knew it was over. It was like, yeah, they can't do nothing with us. Like, they're not, Quinn Snyder starts searching for hands. He played Tony Bradley like almost a whole quarter. I was like, oh, this dude's not trying to win playing Tony Bradley. Like, ain't no way my boy trying to win this game. He just out here trying anything. But the second thing I'll say is, and you mentioned this, CK, starting Brunson the fourth. I've watched almost every game this year. That's one of the, maybe he's done it one other time, but he hasn't done that a lot. And I think the way that really worked tonight was, in addition to, I think what that did was it just cut off any chance for them to make any kind of early run in that quarter, to make the down the stretch, even if we had the lead, like having to play your main guy stressful minutes. And he was able to get into a flow, meaning Brunson, without their main wing defenders, especially Dyson Daniels, being on the floor. and just really got in a good groove because none of them other dudes could really do anything with him. And once he got in the groove, Dyson came back in and he was still getting cooked. And so I love the game from JB overall, as y'all mentioned. And it's really just this defense, man. If we could play this defense consistently and continue to get some contributions off the bench from like Clarkson and Alvarado and get Deuce back on track. He's the one person who had a bit of an off game, but he's shown flashes. So if he keeps rounding into shape, just keep playing with this same approach, man. If they show up and be the team they're supposed to be, I think we can live the results and we'll have a deep run. But as y'all said, game 6, don't play with food, and let's carry on to the rest of these playoffs. But appreciate y'all taking the call, man.
Of course, Mike. Appreciate you for tapping as always, my man.
No doubt.
Yo, so, and to Mike's point, like it's the approach. It's the approach, man. That's the one thing. It's like, and that's kind of what I've always talked about during the regular season. Is that I can accept you losing if you're if you're doing what the coach is preaching for you to tell you to do. If you're moving the rock, everyone's cutting, everyone's working off ball, doing this, that, and the third. But when you start going to isolation basketball, you're hogging the rock, and we're losing that way. It's like, all right, why are we reverting to the years past, man? We have everyone here to make the life easier for everybody else, right? Why we gotta make it 10 times harder? So to Mike's point, like as long as the process is the same every single night that you're trying to execute on, I can live with the results. But if you're going to be doing something completely different, like we saw in game 2 and game 3, then we got problems, man. Then we got problems because we know that's not the Knicks basketball. We know that's not the team that can reach new heights because we've seen them. We keep going back, whether it's the Celtics, Nuggets, whoever you want to talk about, where they've had, your favorite win of the season. They just got to do that, man. We've seen them, so they just got to continue with that approach on a night-to-night basis.
Yep. No, you can't show us these last 2 games and then go back to that. That's just not. You can't do that. You know what I mean? We can't go with the what I say the cool guy routine now after you just had 2 huge playoff victories and 4 and 5, and now it's time to put this thing away. No, we can't do that. I love Madison Square Garden, but I don't want to be back there until it's the second round. Let's knock this out in MSG South. I completely agree that this is the version of the team that you, I, CP, everyone in the chat, people outside the chat that are Knicks fans. This is the version of the team that has us Knicks fans believing like, yeah, this could be our year. So yeah, we can't go back. Keep going. Keep playing the team ball that we saw today, and let's get it, man. I'm hyped up, but let's finish the damn job so we can get more excited about the next step.
I'm hyped up too, man. But we got a report on the news that we got from was it Bondi over here? So let me just make sure I got that tweet. Let me send it to Gambit in the chat because it is some news. And I don't know if you saw this, people in the chat. I don't know when this happened, but if you can let me know, or what CK, if you know, just let us know. Game, I'm throwing it in the post game chat, so make sure to put it up on the Megatron Jumbotron just so that everyone can see it. It says here, shout to Stephen Bondi of the New York Post. He says, Josh Hart, who appeared to be bothered by a back injury, has not returned to the bench, but this one is over. Knicks going to Atlanta with opportunity to end the series. So I don't know when Josh actually hurt his back in this series, but this is something definitely to monitor. Josh has just been so instrumental in this series. You don't want to lose him. You don't want to be playing. You don't want him to be playing at half at the capacity that he has been playing. You want him fully healthy, and we know that he's dealt with some back issues in the past before, and just like abdominal stuff as well. So want to make sure that Josh is healthy. Just been so instrumental. He's been a switchblade, man. He's been a switchblade. Like honestly, like he's been cutting the Hawks deep defensively that you don't want to lose him, because whether it's guarding CJ, Jalen, Nickeil Alexander, like whoever, he just brings a physical intensity, and then him being a ball hawk and just, causing turnovers or slowing down possessions against the Hawks and really having them to think and like, how do we get to what we want to do? Because this is a team that wants to get out in transition and run. Missing him would be tough for this team. I do believe the Knicks could still beat Atlanta without him on the court, but look, this team is at its best when you have all them together. So got to make sure that he's fully healthy, and very curious to see what these next 2 days look like for Josh Hart and that injury and the recovery process. All right. So what do you think about this news right here, CK?
Terrible timing. To your question about when it happened, I honestly didn't really even notice. I know that, like you mentioned, he's had a little bit of here and there with the back in general. It could be one of those things that it got re-aggravated because Josh Hart took a lot of bumps in this game. There was one time he was in the first row where he was going after a loose ball. That's the way he plays. So I don't know if it was just one of those things where one of those bumps is the one that that probably irked it that we just missed. But yeah, timing sucks because last time he was out with the back, he missed some time. He missed a good amount of time. So we don't want to see that happen again, but we also want him to be as healthy as possible. But to not make light of the situation, the positive with this team is we do have a team of depth. And hopefully we can wrap this thing up and then he has the time to heal up. But like you said, next 2 days are going to be pretty important.
Yeah, man, it's going to be very important. And it looks like, where did I see it? Someone said it looked like he got injured in the first quarter.
It's a gamble. Yeah.
I'm looking for whoever said that in the chat, just scrolling up. But yes, people are saying, hey, I like Sohan and replace for Hart if he has to miss a game. Hey, that's another energy guy out there. Bring some height and wingspan too. The Shell said Josh took a hard fall in the first quarter. Okay.
Yeah, there's a few of them, but yeah, I think I know which one they're talking about.
Yeah. But look, he's very important. We got to see that. We got to see him back on the court, man. Need him healthy, fully healthy, man. Bruce Smith saying Hart will be back in the second round. We'll see. We'll see what's going on, man. Let's take a day at a time. Just hope that he recovers well and he's back. Hopefully he's back and healthy, and this is just a minor injury. Because look, guys are gonna be playing with injuries throughout the entire postseason, man. You're gonna be nicked up. No one's gonna be fully healthy, or I should say, not no one, but very few people would be fully healthy. So you're gonna have to be battling through injuries. Just hope it's not that severe for Josh, man. Hopefully it's not that severe for Josh at all. But let's see what happens next, okay? And all right. Looks like we got somebody, man. Looks like we got a special guest coming in on the line. So as we wait to set this thing up, let's see if there he is. We got him here. Shout out to producer Gamba for setting him up. Being here, it is none other than CP, the franchise. What up, CP? How's it going, man?
Good evening. How we doing, man?
Salutations.
Not the good evening.
Salutations.
First of all, I saw your comment in the chat because when we talked about Freeze, you're like, who is that?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up because we're not gonna let that slide.
This man's coming to old man status. This man's really on this old status right now.
What's this Freeze thing? What is that?
Freeze? Oh my God! What's this?
Mr. Freeze from Batman?
No.
Freeze. Is that a Dragon Ball?
Freeze up. Freeze up.
You got there. Yes, it's Dragon Ball Z. Yes.
Freeze up.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I heard that in the car. I said, "Who?" I had to do the Snoop Dogg theme. I said, "What?" What? Freezer.
Yeah.
Talk about Freeze. What's going on, man?
Here's with the Snoop Dogg, man. Who?
Yeah. That's right. That's right, man. Yeah. What's good though, man? What are we talking about? What's the topic today, man?
What's the topic today? Knicks won. That's the topic of today.
Facts.
Well, you're here, man. You're supposed to give us your monologue, the intro. Well, what's going on, man? How'd you feel about this game?
Well, salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. We got 2,500 people in here. Like, share, and subscribe. You are in here for the reason, because this is the number one show for the fans, by the fans. 126 to 97. Like I said on Saturday, fellas, I don't have that elaborate monologue because this is taking care of business. They ish the bed 2 and 3. And it's so funny because every time I see them now winning these games, like when I see them winning game 4, I see them winning game 5, I'm happy that they won, but I'm also still frustrated that they have more work to do. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get, I can't jump out the window, if you will. This is just doing what they need to do. Like I said Saturday, they are not in the same class, these two teams. Give credit to the Hawks. I like the way that the Hawks came out. They came out the gate guns blazing. with force and played in with the intensity that you would expect from a team that just lost that last home game. But where these two teams are not equal is in the talent level. That's just point blank, period. And so when the Knicks want to play their A game, the Hawks can't get to that level. You can play as hard as you want, but you're just not going to get to that level when the Knicks are playing their brand of basketball. And that's what I thought that we saw. The Knicks took a little bit of time in the first quarter to kind of feel things out, feel what the Hawks were dealing with. Dyson Daniels was very aggressive with Jalen Brunson and things of that nature. But all it took was just a couple minutes before the Knicks kind of got into their groove. And once again, it was a big bodega. Karl-Anthony Towns setting the tone for his team. Setting the tone, getting to the free throw line. He's flexing on the Hawks. He's flexing on Kuminga. He's flexing on all the Dyson Daniels guarding him. Like, again, this is just not the Hawks series in terms of stopping Karl-Anthony Towns. They have no answers. They have no answers. All they can do is wish that he misses. That's it. So for the Knicks, this is just common sense here. Go to your guy. And the thing about Karl-Anthony Towns, so often I feel like we talk about his deficiencies more so than we do his strengths. We talk about his weaknesses more so his strengths. Oh, he can't do this. He can't post up. He can't do this. He can't do that. But we should be elaborating on the fact that he is a good shooter. He is a good floor spacer. He can pass out of that pinch post. And yes, he can use his size and dominate smaller matchups. It's not impossible. And even bigger matchups, he can still force his way and dominate. But again, it's up to the team to get him involved, and it's up to him to maintain his aggressiveness. And this is what we've been seeing from him as of late. Another double-double. Excellent job by him tonight. 5 of 7 from the field, made his free throws. But I love the way that he's playing on the defensive end. The 2 blocks, the 2 steals. He's getting on the board, the 50-50 balls, like those little plays on the margins. Karl-Anthony Towns is doing, and he's leading the way. The team is following him in that regard. So, again, love the way that he came out, set the tone for the team. I love that they were getting him the ball and not, just forcing it through Cap the entire time. So I like that. Look, that fourth quarter with Jalen Brunson. I mean, the one thing that NBC does that's just, ahead of the class. I mean, them showing the footwork.
Yeah.
On the replay angles. That was beautiful. Yeah. You don't really get that. We talk about it. We see it from a broadcast view and talk about it, but to actually show it, that was beautiful. And, Brunson, he just put on a show in that fourth quarter, and that's what superstars do, man. And, CK, you talked about it. It was kind of unconventional in terms of when he got into the game, but these last 2 games, it seems like Mike Brown has had the right finger on the trigger in terms of balancing the rotations, where you're not left barren, you're not left without Brunson or Towns. And if you are, it's just for a little bit. And then either one of those guys or both of those guys are in. I also like the way that Mike Brown deployed the double bigs in that first quarter. It was 4 minutes to go in that first quarter. He gets Mitchie in there. And the Hawks only had 2 fouls there. So now you got to deal with the 2 there. And that's what led to the Knicks winning the rebounding battle by a large margin for the first time in this series, which I was very pleased to see. This was a convincing playing to your strengths in terms of winning the rebounding battle. So that was good. So I talked about Brunson, spectacular, obviously play of the game. You got to give it to him and kind of breaking out of that slump. Look, with Cap, the thing with Cap, he's smart. And, that's the thing where it's like he has all the talent in the world. And look, some nights is not going to be his night, but he's always going to bounce back eventually, man. He's always going to bounce back. He's way too talented not to. And, we could look at, 19 points in game 4 and say, he's not himself. But, hey, other guys are eating right now, including Karl-Anthony Towns, including OG. There's a lot of guys on this team eating. So, the fourth quarter, it was Cap's time. He took it, and he absolutely destroyed the Hawks, man. And that was kind of what it took to kind of separate, because the Hawks, give them credit, they kept trying to fight. They kept trying to close that gap. but the Knicks had answers. And I think it was Reggie on the telecast that said, they're kind of going shot for shot. And that's what ended up happening. The Knicks offense was just way too good tonight. So shout out to Jalen. OG, again, phenomenal performance by him tonight. Great two-way play. He logs a double-double, had 7 rebounds in the first quarter alone. Coming into this game, he's shooting 50% from 3. 2 of 3 from downtown tonight, 2 steals. And, with OG, I spoke to someone close to the team about OG after game 4, because, game 4, he was phenomenal. And, the person was like, yo, man, he's built for 16. He's built for 16. This is his time. And you look at the previous 2 years, he's averaged around 16 points per game. He shot close to 40% from 3 in each of the last 2 years in the playoffs. The first year in the playoffs, the hamstring injury set him back a little bit in the Pacers series. Last year, I thought he was pretty good. Could have been a little bit better, but I thought he did his job fairly well. Now the Siakam matchup was a little bit too much for him in that Pacers series, but this year he's setting a good tone for himself. And hey, maybe this is a sign of things to come. Should they get past the Hawks here, and ultimately whether it's Boston or Philadelphia, you're looking at your bona fide third option here. And I think that's kind of lost in the, well, what is Mikal Bridges doing? What is he doing? What's he doing? Right now, he's watching because the dog, he's going for it. Right? How many times you say it on this show? Well, the dog gets the rock. And what do I do? No. Meet me at the rim or take this 3 out of the net. That's what's happening. He is going for it. Like, even after game 4, so much was made of that pinch post flex action that they're running through Towns. But, look at it. That's a triangle between your three options right now. Towns, Brunson setting the off-ball screen for OG. OG's diving to the basket. If that's not there, you can give it to Brunson. He's got somebody isolated on an island. If that's not there, you got Towns that could take it himself. Those are your 3 options right there. And those were the plays that they were hammering the Hawks with in game 4. Went to it a little bit less in this one. But, I say that to say, OG's he's your third guy right now, and he's delivering for this team. So for Mikal, look, just keep playing defense. Ultimately, they're going to need him to be efficient with his offense. But, hey, man, I'm happy with what the Knicks, big 3, if you will, did tonight, man, in really dominating the Hawks. They dominated tonight. More work to be done, but those 3 really delivered tonight, man. They were solid.
For sure. And even like you mentioned Mikal being efficient. He was efficient tonight in 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. And honestly, I like seeing that he knocked down a 3. I like to see that he got down a mid-range jumper, getting his confidence. That's so important, man.
Nice little dunk. That little drive and dunk was nice.
Yeah, hey, man, being aggressive and attacking the rim, too. I know it didn't go down, but hey, you want to see that, especially in a series like this where they're not big physical, imposing defenders, man. This is really like, I know he's struggled this series, but this is really a series tailor match for him. Just happy to see him like get back out there because he's going to be needed, man. Even in the next round, you want to make sure that you don't lose him. I'm happy that they didn't bench him and put Deuce in there. You want to make sure that his confidence is still there. And I think we're starting to see it, whether it's from game 4 into game now 5, that he's slowly working back into getting confident. And look, it's not, I know we talk about especially we can go on and on what Bridges is not doing, right? Especially throughout the regular season. But I think even for myself, like he is the 4th option. It's not easy to be the 4th option to say, all right, now it's going to be my turn, especially when you see OG, Towns, and Brunson. Those are going to be your guys who are going to take the bulk of the shots because they are your most physical guys. The way that this team does play right now, it is through those guys to be physical, to impose their will. And that's kind of what the brand is starting to build for this team. Is we're going to work through these guys, and Mikal, you got to figure out where to fit in. That's right.
That's right. And those 3 guys, and you put Josh out there, it's a physical group. It's a physical group between Brunson, OG, Hart, Cat when he wants to be. That's a tough group that can wear you down. That's why I say this team is built for the playoffs, man. They are built for the playoffs. You look at what's happening in Detroit. You look at what this Hawks team is dealing with right now. they will wear you down. And that is what the Atlanta is looking at right now. We'll see what's up with Josh Hart. I haven't heard anything, but yeah, he did take a tough spill. Is it a back thing? Is it a tailbone thing? Who knows what the situation is? But even still, I've liked his defense all series long. And you look at the box score. I mean, at one point, Dyson Daniels was leading them in scoring. But you look at Jalen Johnson, 18 points, and Nickeil Alexander, 16. That's not going to get it done. CJ, 6. That's not going to get it done. I said it on Evan and Tiki. It's going to take Johnson and Nickeil playing above their pay grade right now for the Hawks to get it done. Doesn't mean they can't, but I just think in this series so far, Hart and Bridges especially, and the team defense, it's not just a one-on-one thing, but the team defense in kind of really swarming, especially Jalen Johnson. I think it's been excellent. Their defense has been excellent, and it's had the Hawks flustered. But you guys talked about the key stats of the night. I'm gonna go with the turnovers, man. I like the fact that once again they kept the turnovers low. The Knicks played a very good brand of basketball tonight. 11 turnovers, only 6 Hawks points. The Knicks transition defense has been good, but also they've been limiting the damage. The Hawks, this is how they score when they're not in the half court, turning you over and getting out in transition. Remember, go back to game 3. 18 Knicks turnovers led to 21 Hawks points. If there's one thing I'm circling on the chalkboard going into game 6 with Mike Brown, it is that. Be careful with the rock. You're going up against a desperate team. You're going to get their best shot in game 6. We cannot be loosey-goosey with the ball. We cannot be careless with the ball because these things can lead to the Hawks seizing momentum in this game, and they're going to be home. It's going to be on a Thursday night. It's not going to be as MSG Southie as it was on Saturday. So, those are the things that you have to be on guard for. You have to be very careful with the ball, especially on Thursday, because Atlanta, they're going to throw their haymaker at you in this one and sell out. So the Knicks have to be on guard. But I like the way that they protected the ball tonight and also limited the damage when they did turn the ball over. It's good job by them tonight. Ball security, man. Very important.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. Also, like I said, the rebounds, great job, man. Just really dominating on the boards. Going to the bench, Jose. I thought this was by far his best game of the series. I like the way he's running the offense. Very aggressive with his shots as well. Not out. A lot of his shots came within the flow of the offense. That's what I like when Jose does that. It's not always the case, but tonight I thought it was in the flow of the offense. 12 points, efficient night. I thought Jose was solid tonight. And my man Jordan Clarkson, cardiac. I mean, we talk about being physical. We talk about being gritty. My man is all but forgotten the 3-point shot. He said, forget the threes. Meet me in the paint. I love how Jordan Clarkson is playing, man. Did you guys talk about it on the show?
We did, man. We did. We went through the bench guys, man. It was Mitch, Clarkson, and Alvarado. But Clarkson just is fearless, man. I mean, we keep talking about like the ability to get to the cup. Like he's the other guy outside of Brunson that can keep that dribble alive and get to wherever he wants. But like for a guy that is not like he's not physically imposing, you know what I mean? Like. When you see, but he's yet still capable of just getting anywhere he wants on the floor. That is just an art. And the fact that he's getting offensive boards and putbacks and just competing too, man, fighting around screens. The dude reinvented himself. And this Clarkson, man, I'm about to go buy a Jordan Clarkson jersey, man. Make sure he comes back next year, man. I need to see Clarkson back next year.
Clarkson, man. Go ahead, CK. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, the crazy thing is you say he reinvented himself. He did it in the same season. He did in the same season. He came in when he got the minutes early, as we all expected. We thought he was going to be just that same 6th man of the year, Jordan Clarkson, and the shots just weren't falling. He gets out of the rotation. He has that game against Utah, and we saw him just go crazy from the paint on a stretch, and he just never looked back. So the fact that he reinvented himself in the same season, and it's bled all the way through into the playoffs. Yeah, you got to give him his flowers. Like I said, the gritty vet is doing what he's supposed to do, man. So yeah, shout out to Clarkson, man, for real.
Plus 14 on the night for Clarkson. And, when we talk about, Brown balancing those rotations, he started the series off with Deuce, Shamet, Clarkson as a 3-guard rotation. But now you're seeing Clarkson, Brunson, Deuce, right? Like you're not just leaving those 3 guys out there by themselves. Or if they are, they're running in the case of I don't remember if he ran Clarkson, Alvarado, Deuce.
Yes, they did.
They did.
I think they did in the second quarter.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
was with Towns, and that was with that, right?
OG.
Yeah, Towns was out there with
Towns
Towns.
That's right. That's right. So that's what I mean. Like those 3 guards, they're not just left on an island if he's playing them as that 3. But again, like you did see some Clarkson and Brunson action in this one as well. So good stuff, man. I love the way that he's playing. He's playing gritty. He's attached to his man on the defensive end every possession. And so, those are the little things, man. When I talk about, the attention to detail and on the margins, like we got more than enough scoring. But right now, everybody just has to be gritty. Everybody has to be gritty. And I thought that's what the Knicks did tonight overall, man. Just kind of matching the energy that the Hawks are coming with. And shout out to Mitchie, man. He's just such a regular and such a staple for me that like his performances is just like.
I know you were thrilled, CP. I know you were thrilled when he moved Kuminga out of the way and got that put back.
Yeah, if anybody see me at the watch party, I dropped my wing. I jumped out my seat.
Wow, you dropped a wing.
Oh yeah, the wings was busting. Shout out to everybody that came through at Slate, man. The wings was definitely busting tonight. Yeah, it was busting. I got them extra crispy tonight. It was good. But yeah, that put back by Mitch had me out my seat. Forget about it. Also, you know what? Another move that had me out my seat. The one OG when he's trying to make a move on Jalen Johnson. He's trying to power game to the basket, and Johnson. He cuts him off. So OG said, all right, spin, mid-range. Got him.
Yeah.
Pure. That was beautiful. Yeah.
Yep.
That was beautiful, man. So yeah, it was that kind of night for the squad tonight, man. Good win. But like I said, leave them in Atlanta. That's the important thing, man. All of this will be for naught if we got to come back on Saturday and stress out over Game 7. Leave them in Atlanta. Take care of business. Not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. You're fatigued. You beat up again. You played a physical game. Not going to be easy. So this is going to be their hardest one of the series, man.
For sure. And look, the thing is, too, in this matchup, like they're going to throw the kitchen sink, see what sticks in this one. But I think what gives me confidence in this matchup, CP and CK for Game 6, is that Knicks essentially did the same damn thing they did in Game 4 and Game 5. And, Hawks tried to make their adjustments and nothing stuck. And so now you're going to have to do it again. And as you guys point out, like we didn't even see like the full cat hub like we saw in Game 4. Like you could always go back to that and be like, they did this. It's just they did the same thing, but they modified it a little bit. So I'm confident in that way. Also, for a young team that doesn't have a lot of shot creation outside of CJ, now you're talking about you have to be in front of your home crowd for Game 6. You're going to be a little bit more tense. Shots were already not falling for you tonight. I mean, you shot 45% from the field, 31% from downtown. I can't picture that you guys are now going to come out shooting great when you're going to be in front of your own home crowd, and now it's your backs are against the wall, and this is an inexperienced team. These guys aren't like when I'm looking at all these guys. These are not guys who you just say, unless it's CJ, and go create your own shot, right? Like there's very few guys that can. There's not a lot of guys. It's only CJ actually. There's no one else that can do it, so that's going to be tough for them.
I think my big highlight for the Game 6 closeout is just the health of Hart. We gotta figure out where he's going to be at for Thursday. I mean, I said it before. I do think we have the depth to be able to withstand it and still be able to close out. I would think maybe we could, but maybe it might not. It be in blowout fashion like Game 4 and 5. But I think that's going to be a huge factor trying to fill in that spot of Josh Hart in Game 6. Not saying it can't be done, but it is something that because Hart's been great in the series. So I think that's the highlight I'm looking at in that game to add to just the level of closing out a series away in general. But yeah, I think that's going to be a hurdle that we got to pay attention to with Josh Hart.
And there we have it. We just got the schedule for Game 6 this Thursday. Time is at 7 p.m. First tip-off. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's either 7, 8. I mean, they're all over the place with these times, man. It's all up and down.
Man, yeah, no consistency.
It is. I gotta shout out. Well, first off, salute to everybody in the chat once again, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. 2,600 people on the check and like, share, subscribe. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Whether you're a Knicks fan or you're a Hawks fan, and I say that, fellas, because we got to feel bad for this guy. We have a lowly Hawks fan in the chat. I got to shout him out. A-Town veteran. He says, you mentioned Kuminga get pushed out the way, but you don't mention the Kuminga dunk over Mitchell. Okay. All right. That was nice. Okay. We'll give him a little bit of credit. We'll give him a little breadcrumb. That was a nice athletic play by Jonathan Kuminga. Okay. I have to applaud him on that. That was a nice play. All right.
Yeah.
These poor Hawks fans, they got nothing to watch after the game, man. I mean, where else are they going to go? They got to come to the number one show for the fans by the fans. That's okay. We appreciate it. We do call it like it is, one way or another. Obviously, we're going to spin it from a Knicks perspective, as we should. This is for the fans by the fans. But, we do call it down the middle. And the Knicks are dominating right now. But they still got a little bit more ways to go here. Okay, so hopefully we leave them in Atlanta. And we'll see A-Town veteran next year. Hopefully, man.
Well,
but that was nice. That was nice. That was nice.
It was nice. But you know what the Atlanta fans are afraid of, man.
Yeah.
Once this is over, then they got to start thinking about football. Because
yuck. Falcons.
What the Braves? Lost my camera here. Hang on, man.
Uh-oh. I said the name and made up the entire stream. Let's not talk about the Falcons, bro.
Where are the Braves?
Okay.
Braves are, they're first. So it looks like they got something to be happy about.
Okay. All right. Braves doing stuff. Doing stuff.
They can have that.
Right. Well, at least with the Braves, at least they can, they can beat up on the Mets and stuff, Right. At the very least, they can beat up on the lowly Mets and feel good about themselves, But that's about it, man. Oh, man. I didn't even crack open my scotch, man. I told you, shout out to Kane Marco. I can't put the brand on the cover because they haven't sponsored the show. But shout out to Kane Marco. All I gotta say is he blessed us with the wedding gift, man. Shout out to Kane. He pulled up a slate, came through proper in the bag and all of that. Shout out to Kane, man. Big time supporter of the show.
We see the bottle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Absolutely. Wow. I'm gonna cover up the label. Yo, shout out to Kane Marco, man. Real one. Got to crack this one open right now, man, for the squad. Yeah. Shout out to Kane. Shout out to we had a lot of regulars there to watch for tonight, man. Shout out Mellow Mike. Shout out to Shells, man. The Shells surprised me tonight, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, me and the Shells, man, was posted up at the table, man, just having a meeting of the minds, man. It's a long time that he's been a supporter of the show. It's good to see, man. So me and the Shells was politicking, chilling out. Shout out Combo. Combo's there. A lot of good people, man. Yeah, a lot of good people. Will from LI. We had a good Name That Nick session. We had a good Name That Nick battle, man. Will from LI. He won, but he had to earn it. He kicked us off. He kicked off the Name That Nick challenge. He did win, but the challenger, who was a newcomer, he was pretty good. He was a pretty good player. I'm not gonna lie to you. So shout out to Will from LI, man.
What was the letter?
J.
Okay.
Letter J. Yeah. Letter J. Yeah. The challenger came correct. I'm not gonna lie, man. Will from LI, he got the job done. We did C. We did J. Yeah, it was good, man. Shout out to everybody who came through for sure. All right, Al. Let's get to the phones. Who we got up next?
Man, we got mad people on the line. Where do you want to go?
Let's see, man. Where we want to go? We got mad people on the line. Okay. Did we get to Dro? Sorry?
We can get to Dro. Let's get to Dro, man.
Let's get to Dro. Dro, unmute your mic. Dro.
Yeah. The first thing I want to say is I want to apologize for last time for cursing.
Okay, we appreciate you, man. And,
No. Let me explain why I was mad. The Knicks lost, and then we had the Giants draft. You know what I'm saying? So it was extra emotional.
It was an emotional night. I got you, man. All good.
So, but I want to respect the platform. Appreciate what you guys do, 100%.
Appreciate it.
So let me give you. I'm not a box score kind of guy, but I've been always saying. Okay, I apologize.
Yeah. You got to turn down the volume in the background.
Shit. I'm muted. I'm muted right now. Apologize. I wasn't trying to watch that. I was just
okay.
All right. I didn't hear my end. So
gotcha.
Let me just go. What I was gonna say.
Gotcha.
I'm not a box score kind of guy. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate when you guys say play the game. Brunson 30 points. Yes, 100% correct. I want to give the game to Brunson's father by checking him because of of talking to him. Yes, he's Captain Clutch. When we say ball hawk, we don't mean we don't want you to do nothing. This game right now, the last game and this game right now shows exactly what I'm screaming about. Be a point guard for the first quarter, direct everybody, let everybody, they were smoothing and grooving. And then Brunson comes in like Captain Clutch, like he always says. It was easy, his footsteps, because they didn't double team no more because everybody was playing. And then he was going in his bag.
He was in his bag.
I even had to text my boy. Did Cat get hurt because he was not there for the last couple of minutes? No, he said it was a breather because he was in his thing. This right here, this game is exactly what I've been saying all season long. No disrespect, I'm talking about it's a team game. I'm old school. It's a team game. This right here was an establishment. If we continue this right here, we will win the championship. I don't care who's in the way.
Let's go.
Okay. Who's in the way? Because establishment goes by. Even Reggie Miller, it was painful for him to say this is a different Knicks team.
yeah. Absolutely, man. Appreciate the call, Joe, man. Appreciate
and real quick, as a old school truck driver, I had other truck drivers that was calling me, was like, you do one thing, where I'm in the lounge, just real quick, it was always, we could talk to each other before you guys come on, which much appreciated, you feel me?
Sure.
And by the way, congratulations with your marriage and everything like that.
Thanks.
But when we drive in, and we like to put things on speaker.
Yes.
And you don't allow us to do that. So it's for guys that are driving. No, I'm talking about speaker. Like we can mute our mic, but still speaker to hear while we driving. That's what I'm saying.
Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna put you on mute now on the Discord. Dro on the Discord, ladies and gentlemen, man. Rate that call in chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Shout out to the CDL gang, all the truck drivers. Absolutely, man. We got a lot of respect for the road warriors, man. Those guys that are on the road that take us with them. Shout out to our guys that work at the MTA, the Uber drivers, Amazon drivers, and all that good stuff, man. He kept trying to buy time. Y'all saw how he thought he was smooth. He was trying to get his points in, and he's going a little lengthy with it. Then he was dropping like a little congratulations, and he'd be like, "Oh, my bad," and we turn on the TV. Back to Brunson. Yeah, he was trying. When you're doing this for almost 10 years out, you kind of know everybody's theatrics when it comes to buying more time on the phones. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. The cadence, the theatrics, all that stuff. I do want to say, shout out to Dro, man, because you said you would want to apologize for swearing on the last show. Then you came back, you swore again on this one.
Right away.
Back to back.
CV, not even 2 seconds after the apology, you went right back to it.
Yes. Got the double face palm, bro. Like, come on, man. Right after the apology, man.
Shout out to Dro, though, man. Call back anytime, man. Shout out to Dro, man. If you guys are new here, leave a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. Welcome to all new viewers here on KFTV, man. Knicks win. So we got to get a little theatrics in here and have a laugh. Let's go to Tone. Tone was at the watch party, fellas. Tone, longtime viewer, came across from Milwaukee.
What's up, yo?
Yes. How you doing, man?
Good, man. The watch party was live, man. I had fun, man. My mom had fun. It was great, man. The wings was hitting.
Wings busting. Yeah, Wings was definitely busting tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, this good game, man. Knicks in 6. I said Knicks in 5, but no, I guess Boston lost, so it's whatever now. It's even.
Yeah.
So 6, take care of business. Thursday, I'll still be in the city. They still get my support. So we got there. I think I had too many drinks though. I'm kind of they was hitting me today.
Yeah. Sorry, you pulled up to the watch party, man. It's your first one, man. It's all right. You know?
All right, Charlie. Y'all have a good one.
All right, man. Shout out to Tone. Okay, so Tone admittedly said he can't handle his liquor too much. He said that the drinks at Slate had him in the Cobra clutch. Hey, man, that's all right. It's hey, man, it's respectable when you know to bow out gracefully, man. 100%. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people don't know how to do that, and they call and they start cursing all over the place. So,
right, I was gonna say more people need to know. More,
that's right.
I need more people to realize their limit. So respect.
Shout out to Tone.
Respect.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tone. Did we get to Maly yet?
No, we did not get to Maly yet.
Let's get to Maly, man. Maly, how you feeling, man? Oh. Maly, are you ready?
You hear me?
Yeah, you sound like you're in a phone booth, man. Can you step out?
All right, hold on. Sorry.
Phone booth. Man, sounds like he's lost in translation.
Maly, are you there?
What now?
Is he in another universe? Metaverse?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna leave and join back.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate
My man sounds like he's on the phone, like talking like this. Yo.
Sound like he was in a washing machine or something. Like, Maly, man, where you at, bro?
Like he got his phone downstairs, but talking to us on the TV.
Yeah. Right. So did you guys we didn't really have the Boston Philly game on down there like that. What was happening, man? Who went in?
Yo, Embiid came back, man.
That too. Yeah, that too.
Embiid was taking Kata to task. He was like, "Oh, let's remember what there's levels to center game." And that's what happened.
So what was Tatum and Brown when all this was going down?
Tatum was abysmal from shooting from 3.
I was just gonna say it was an Alex type of night. Alex loves the version of Celtics that they showed today. It was live and die by the 3 tonight, and it was not hitting. And Philly took over in the 4th.
And let me tell you what's so great, man, because I have my friends out here who are like, "Oh, we're gonna wrap things up tonight, and you guys do it tonight too." I'm like, "All right, come talk to me later."
Yeah.
I sent it to the group chat, be like, "Look, guys, if you got to talk about it, this is a safe space."
Wow. So hey, feel good about it. Makes me feel a little less frustrated about the position that the Knicks are in right now.
Bro, how does Tatum went 4-12 from downtown?
Make a miss, man. Make a miss league. It happens, man. It happens. That could be the Knicks on Thursday. What are you gonna do?
12? Like, who has taken 12 threes like that on this team, though? Like, 12 is insane. That's chucking.
Yeah. That is, yeah. I mean, that is more so Boston's game, but I hear you. That definitely hear you.
But hey, Embiid came back, man. They pushed it, but let's see if they can actually. It's interesting because Philly's lost both games at home. They've only won on the road. Can they actually win in their own arena? That's gonna be the bigger question for them.
Did we get the super chat from JFK to God?
Which one? I left off at. Give me a second here. Where did I go?
Shout out JFK to God. Says, for the first time in a long time, I can say this was championship basketball. Cat first half. Jalen took over in the.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, the last place. Yep. Shout out to JFK the God. The last place I left off at is Jay's official.
Yep.
So actually triple C with the 5 franchise channel membership.
Yeah, Cliff. Cliff was at the watch party tonight. Shout out to Cliff. Cliff Laval was at the watch party. Salute to Cliff.
He double dipped. He was in the play-by-play too, telling us he was at the.
Oh, that's what he.
Yeah. That's a real one, bro.
Shout out to Cliff, man. Yeah, Cliff was in the building, man. I expected nothing less, man. Cliff pulls up, you know. Shout out to Cliff. He was in the building. How about Atala the Great, Al? Did you get them?
No, that's where we could start off from there on down.
Franchise channel member Atala the Great. 15-ounce super chat says Masterclass, complete game. Love the urgency and focus by Cat in the first half to help set that tone down low. OG Eagles, Bulldog, Captain Clutch, barbecue these Hawks, butterflied and broiled. Knicks in 6. Shout out to Atala the Great, franchise channel member. If you guys are a franchise channel member in the chat, go ahead and throw us one of those custom emojis, man, like a CP, a Alex, a CK, a JD emoji, man. Throw one of those emojis in the chat and let us know that you are in here if you are a member. Did you get Will Burton now? $20 super chat?
No, I haven't gotten to Will yet.
Franchise chairman Will Burton says, CP, you have to travel to Atlanta to seal the deal. Also, look out for your package. Email me. I can give you the tracking number. Okay. Shout out to Will Burton. Salute to Will, man. Yeah, man. People ask him, "You're going to get to the A?" I said, "Man, I'm still trying to rest up and recover from Game 4." Like, yo, ain't a young whippersnapper no more, man.
I'm about to say, you ain't that young anymore, CP.
Nah, man. No, sir. Can't do that, bro.
But you're wedding, you're like, oh, yeah, you got to drink at midnight?
What do you say?
You asked me, hey, you going to come down to midnight and go get a drink when we get back? I was like, all right.
Yeah, man. Like, the wedding was over, CK, at, what time we finished? Like 10? I'm like, yo, Al, we all, everybody stayed most people stayed at the same hotel. We had the bar open. I'm like, yo, Al, come through late night, nightcap. I get there. No, Al, nowhere to be found. I'm like, bro, you a young whippersnapper. Like, how I'm the one closing up the bar? I'm looking for Alex. I don't see him till the next morning.
Man, Mr. Vegas.
In all fairness, man.
Oh, man.
As the friend I am to you, my guy, I drove down 4 hours to get to the wedding. Can I get some rest?
This guy let me down, bro. This guy let me down, bro. I made a close out bar. Mr. Vegas is on his third dream. He's sleeping.
Hey, well, in all fairness, man, the last time we hung out and it was in Harlem, I missed my stop and I was asleep on the train.
That does not help.
That's a fact.
You got to be careful, man, when you hang out with CP around here. Next thing you know, you're going to be on the train to Timbuktu. You're like, whoa, what happened here?
That's a fact, man. Mr. Vegas started on me heavy, man. I said, damn.
Man.
But yeah, man. Let's shout out some franchise channel members in the chat, man. Al, who you want to shout out, man?
Oh, man. Shout out to Never Forgive Action. Shout out to Triple C, man. Shout out to Triple C. He's in here. Shout out to Queen Strong and Proud of It. Shout out to you for being here, for being a franchise channel member. We got Yossi Boogie in here. Who else we got here? We got Brumman in here as well. We got Timothy Danzler. Anthony Morant. Shout out to you. We got Billy R. Who else we got? We got Ray Nobleza. We got Jamaica Queens in here, man. Those are a couple people want to shout out.
Shout out to Ray, man. I got your $10 cash app, Ray. Salute to you. Appreciate the support. We got Anthony Morant. Salute to Anthony. Vandals on the board. Always in here. Shout out to Vandals. Shout out to Black Nest 201. Omar Del Poe. Salute to you. Jamaica Queens. Always in here. Shout out my guy, Money Kyle Medlin, man. That's my guy since 1993. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Kyle, man. Franchise channel member. He's in here as well. Steven Gomez repping the 305. Salute to Steven Gomez. Mustafa Wahad, we see you in here, man. Salute to you guys, man. CK, who in the chat? Who do you want to salute in the chat, man?
Yeah, looking at when you told him to drop the emotes, looking at those ones, you said Mustafa. Shout out to Timothy Dantzler. Appreciate you. Shout out, Blackness, as you mentioned. C Boogie, shout out to you. Kai Medi, I hope I said your name right, but appreciate you for being a member here, franchise member. My guy Frank White in the building, double duty, Frankie. We got Billy R here with us. You said Dr. D. Roy. Yeah,
D-Roy, big up, bro.
Flyboy Kev, shout out to Kev being here with us. We got Queen Strong, proud of it. Yeah, got you, appreciate you. Shout out to Queens. Shout out to all the members, new, returning.
Yeah. Never forgive action. Darren Wilkinson, man. Salute to everybody, man, in here repping. Okay, back to the phones. Let's get to LP. LP, what's good?
Yo, TP, what's good, man? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man. How you doing, bro?
Yo, doing great. Yo, Alex, CK, what's good, fellas? Yo, we took care of those Atlanta Pigeons, not the Hawks. Those Pigeons, we took care of them at home. Yo, we just got to get them in on Thursday, man. I think the Knicks are gonna do it, man. I think they realize, it's like you said, the talent level just is different, man. We're on another level. You know, we gave those 2 games. I feel like, come Thursday, we should wrap it up. I think they don't want us. We don't want a game 7, so I just think we just want to finish it up. And yeah, man, I like what I saw tonight. Everyone played well. Man, CP, man, I wish I didn't keep up with it, man. If I knew you was gonna be there, man, I could have flown to Atlanta from Austin, man, and I would have came and did it, man. But I didn't know. I guess I didn't keep up with it. I could have came out there, man, and joined it, because I haven't joined or been a part of one of those yet. But I know we keep talking, and hopefully you're gonna do the Houston one at some point. If you still do decide to do the Texas one, hey, I'm gonna pull up on that, no question.
I'm going to get there, man. I'm going to get there. God willing, I will get there. But let me ask you something, LP. Are you subscribed to the newsletter, sir? Are you on the mailing list?
I think I am, man. I believe I am. And man, and I know with the YouTube thing, even though I'm a member, I still haven't did the YouTube thing to where I could be in the members lounge. I need to do that, man. I know you've already given the instructions a couple times.
No, I got to do it again. I got to do it again, man. I've been saying I got to do the tutorial, but we got to do it again for sure.
Yeah, but no, man, I think I am on the newsletters and the emails and stuff like that. So maybe I just got busy with work, didn't check it or something like that. But yeah, man, I will definitely check it next time, and just come through and catch a flight and be there. Absolutely, man. But yeah, man. Sure. And then one thing, what Alex is saying about the Celtics, man, and you guys can probably agree with this. I hate watching them, man. I mean, they play unrealistic basketball. They just chunk threes. I mean, that's really how we beat them last year. I mean, they'll shoot threes and skip 2s to go for 3s. I mean, anyone that's played basketball know that's stupid basketball, man. I mean, I'm surprised the coach even allows them to play like that. But, they live and die by that. So that's who we'll be playing, right? If we'll play the Celtics, right? If it all lines up, right? Is that right? That's who we would play, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I think we'll get them again. If everything goes the way it's supposed to go, we'll get them. And then I just think we'll beat them again. But don't want to stay on too long, fellas. Yo, thanks for taking my call. And yes, CP, man, I'll look out for it, man. I'll look out for it.
Salute, man. LP on the Discord. Let's get to the next caller. Will from LI. Let's get to him, man. Name that Nick challenge winner tonight.
Yeah.
Will, how you feeling about that, man? How you feeling about it?
Shout out to you, CP. Yeah, it was a great time at the KnicksFanTV watch party. I won both the raffle. I won the Name That Nick. Shout out. I forgot what was the answer that I won with, but shout out to the Jalen Johnsons and Jakeem Noahs and all that stuff. It was a great time, man. Shout out to the TV watch party. Listen, man, I'll keep it quick because I know you have a lot of fans on the line. Let me tell you, CP, when I was there for game 3, I left. I was getting laughed at the grandmas, the kids, the moms, the husbands. I got laughed at the guy at TSA, right? Because I was leaving. I was trying to get out the A, but
Damn, you when you say you left, you left straight to the airport after game 3.
Absolutely. I was getting out of there. I was like, I don't want to get messed up. I know how these Atlanta dudes get down. I'm leaving. Dude, I left my my luggage at the carousel to get through TSA. I was in a rush. And the guy was like, yo, anybody got a red suitcase? Anybody got a red suitcase? I was like, oh, that's me. And then the guy was just like, why are you all out of sorts? And then, of course, I was wearing my Knicks hat. And he was like, oh, you a Knicks fan? We bust your ass last night. That's the reason why you all out of sorts. I was like, oh, you got it. Okay. I told him, we coming back in the A. We coming back for game 6. Don't worry. Get your little wins. Get your little laughs off right now. We coming for game 6. Read my super chat. I already posted one. Shout out to KnicksFanTV. It was a great night for this. I want Boston, baby. I want Boston. We still got to finish the job, but I want Boston, baby. Let's go. Knicks in 6. Shout out to the CP and the KnicksFanTV watch party, baby. It's lit. Okay. Shout out to everybody. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Go back to the luggage story. You left your luggage.
Yes. I left my luggage at the carousel because I was trying to get out of there. All right. I had my personal bag, and the guy was like, yo, there's a red luggage over here. Nobody put it on the carousel. I was like, oh, damn, that was me. So I go back through the metal detector. I go to the TSA guy. He was like, yo, why are you all out of sorts? And then he saw my hat. He was like, oh, you a Knicks fan, right? We bust your ass yesterday. No worries. I understand why you all out. I was like, oh, okay, good joke. Yo, they make a lot of good jokes in the A. Shout out to the A. They make a lot of good jokes.
They'll roast you. They'll roast you heavy in the South. Yeah, that's the South.
It's cool, man. Shout out to you, CP and everybody, man. I'll let you get back to it. I'm gonna be replay game, but shout out to everybody, man. It's Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6, baby. Let's go.
Will from LI, man. Will from LI. Salute to you. Shout out to Will, man.
Getting roasted by TSA. Man.
Last year,
the carousel.
what was it? Was it last year when Will he shows up to the watch party and we chopping it up? Blah blah blah. You know, this is pregame before the game start. He's like, I'm headed to the Garden. Boom. Okay, he heads to the Garden. They lose. I think they lose. He calls in later that night, like, yo, I just got back from the emergency room.
Yes.
I punched the glass in the Garden. And this guy almost died at the Garden. I had to go to the emergency room and get stitched up. I seen him. He was in good graces earlier. And then he was in shambles late, man. That's the Will from LI experience, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever come to the KFTV watch party and he's there, it's a good time. He's a good time, man. Shout out to Will from LI, man.
My man last season said, what did Amari do? Bet I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Will, man. Call back at it. I think it was the Garden watch party. He went from our watch party to the Garden watch party. They lose the game. And then he ends up in the emergency room. So shout out to Will.
That's a night.
Yeah. Shout out to Will, man. He had himself a night for sure.
That is
okay. Keeping it going. Maly on the Discord. Maly, how you feeling? Maly, are you there? I think this is Maly's night, man. All right, Maly. Call back tomorrow. We're going to have Kevin O'Connor tomorrow, 12:30 anyway, man. Call back tomorrow. Let's get to... Oh, I dropped him. Rob, call back. I dropped you off by accident. We got the Glocks, so we'll close with the Glocks there. Let's go. Prince 16. Prince 16, are you there? Rapid fire. Let's go. You got Prince 16 on the Discord.
Yes, sir. Number one. Fans, hit that.
Yes. Hello.
Can you hear me, CP?
Yeah, we got you now.
Hey, great game. Shout out to you, my boy. I was gonna hit you with the sermon. You know how I give it up, but today I know I gotta keep it fast. So shout out to CP, shout out to CK. Great win, by the boys. Hey, you know my favorite player, CP. 2 years ago, you called it. It was getting OG. OG Anunoby. Super underrated. Next Kawhi Leonard, fellas. Let's go to the A, get that win, and CP, we gonna talk next round when we get Boston. We gonna talk next round because I got something spicy for Boston. Shout out to y'all, man. Great show. Love y'all, man.
Salute to you, man. Good to hear from you, man. Appreciate it, man. Prince 16 on the Discord. Call back anytime. Houdini, you up next. Houdini, how you feeling? Do we have Houdini?
Y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yo, listen, Alex, CK, what's up, my brothers? Yo, CP, I don't know if you noticed, I'm the Cash App guy. I send you $1 every time for one win at a time.
Okay. Appreciate you, man.
Listen, when I'm a rocket to your pocket. I'm a rocket to your pocket like a socket when we win and we go to the finals. I am a Knicks fan since a kid, and I'm not really happy with the way the series is going, but I know that we might need that because we had that from Detroit. We had that experience. You guys hear me?
Yeah. Sure.
We had that tough series, and I feel like Atlanta might give us a tough series. I'm not really worried about Boston, to be honest. I think we are able to beat them. And, Magic is doing us a favor. So when I say from that, like, okay, cool. I think we're going to beat Atlanta, but I'm not happy because those 1-point wins, we could be resting right now while Boston is still going through it with Philly. So I say that to say, listen, at the end of the day, I'm be rapid. I think we are on the right path, but I think these little things we need to fix. And I think I'm not worried about Boston, but we're going to see what happens in the third round. And we're going to win. And listen, I'm a rocket to your pocket like a socket, CP.
Salute.
And God bless. God bless. And congrats on the wedding. And I watch every night. I'm not really a primary YouTube person. I watch it on Twitch, to be honest. But God bless you guys.
That's cool. Make sure you're watching play-by-play with CK on Twitch.
I watch everything. I watch CK. I'm watching CK while I'm watching the game. I'm watching you guys. I support you guys. And as a Knicks fan, I appreciate what you guys do because you guys make a camaraderie with all the real Knicks fans. That not the fans are sitting there screaming and trolling these certain players to make them have a hot game. Like you guys are there, whether we lose or win. And I support you guys, and God bless you guys, man. Knicks Fans TV all the way to the top, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. You guys have a great night, man.
You too, man.
And I'm gonna send you my dollar. I'm gonna send you my dollar tonight, CP. I send you $1, and it's gonna be. Listen, I'm a rocket to your pocket like a socket when we win this series. When we go to the third round, you heard?
Absolutely, man.
God bless you guys, man.
Stay up,
hey, brother.
That's Houdini on the Discord. Shout out to Houdini, man.
That's the first time I've ever heard rocket to your pocket.
It was the first time, third time, fourth time, and fifth time. Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I didn't know. I was waiting for y'all to translate, man. Y'all the young whippersnapper translators. Like, was that like a Dragon Ball Z reference?
No, I thought that was from
drill references. I don't know.
Era.
Was it Rocket Power? I don't know. We're going Nickelodeon. I have no idea where we're going.
No. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with the energy, man. He's a nice guy, but very respectful, man. He supports. I didn't know where the statement came from. I didn't know if that was like, one of those like new things, like the younger generation talk about. Well, shout out to Houdini, man.
Shout out to Houdini.
Yeah, shout out to Houdini, man. Okay. Uh-oh. Hang on, let me get my soundboard here. Bang, 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 bang. Shout out to the rhyme animal, Chuck D, ladies and gentlemen. Throw a hashtag PE in the chat. A $100 super chat says from disconnect to 180-degree connection. I don't know what was said after the game in ATL I saw, but this 180-degree turnaround urgency is unprecedented. When Mike Brown screamed at GTA, it showed me. When McCall said F you twice to Dyson Daniels, it showed me that defense was committed and carnivorous. Absolutely, man. I love the way that they attacked tonight. And, they met the Hawks' aggression with their own. And then, you throw in the talent and you get a 20-point dub. You get a 20-point dub, man. Yeah. It's just that simple. I mean, yeah, it's just that simple. But shout out to the squad, man. Great job. All the way around. Okay. All right. Getting closer to it. Did we got Rob already, right?
No.
All right, Rob, here we go, man. Rapid fire. How you doing, man?
How you doing? I was gonna say, 90% of the time it feels like when we lose, we beat ourselves, whether it's turning the ball over, defensive breakdowns. When Cat was making dumb fouls, he hasn't been doing that this series, so good to see him not doing that. But Brunson losing trust and playing hero ball. Mike Brown's defensive just blunders all around with his rotations. But Alex mentioned it before. Sometimes you need to go through that adversity, go through a little bit of a learning lesson. You think the Pacers blow up last year would be the reminder you need, but sometimes you need a little bit of a reminder. The only thing is the Hawks, you can survive it, but going forward, you can't survive it. So I like to see how we responded. This, even you brought up big three, CP, and CK was saying, this was an on paper tonight win. On paper, might be the best three the White Cat and OG are playing right now, alongside Brunson's game tonight. It's a pretty good three, and that's why you said Mikhail's watching. He's a pretty good fourth option. Hart does what he does. Feels like we're trending in the right direction, but you can't let up. Got to go finish them in Game 6, and there's no more nice guy games. Got to bring the toughness every game.
That's it, man. Salute to you, Rob. Good call, man. Shout out to Rob G on the Discord. Rocket to your pocket.
That sounds like some jive turkey talk. I ain't gonna lie. You said that was our generation. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. I don't know.
Rocket to your pocket, sucker. Like that's what I heard.
Completely lost green. I'm out the Zoom, man. What y'all kicked me off the show? Hang on, man.
What? Nah, you just frozen.
You are frozen. Yeah. See.
Yeah, hang on, man. I'm back. Hang on.
That's what I heard.
Let me get back in there appropriately.
Oh.
We good?
There he is. Yes.
There we go.
There
we go.
There we go.
Nah, that was funny. So rocket to your pocket, sucker.
That's what I heard. But that's what. So when he threw it at us, saying like our generation, I was like, oh man, I misread it. So
I don't know.
I heard,
man. I'm just trying to understand.
I heard all the Jericho and Afro when he talked.
Yeah.
Look at these jive turkeys.
That's what I thought. For sure.
Oh man. Hey, as Alex said at the top of the show, man, 15% off site wide at shop.knicksfantv.com. Flash sale for the Knicks win. And it's only going for tonight only, man. So if you want to get your playoff merch, you want to get your snaps, you want to get your tees, your whatever, your hoodies, get it now because in celebrating the Knicks win, we're in a good mood. We're sipping on a Tuesday night. Shout out to Kane Marco and all of that. Rocket to your pockets, all of that. Yeah, man. Shop.knicksfantv.com. 15% on site wide. No code needed. Go get your playoff merch while supplies last because when it's gone, it is gone, ladies and gentlemen. You got to wait till next year for the new design. But shout out to shop.knicksfantv.com. That's where you want to go. And that's that. Okay, couple more before we wrap. Maly on the Discord. Rapid fire. Let's go.
Is it third time the charm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How are you, man?
Okay, finally. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Great win. We got to keep our foot on their necks. Not time to get comfortable just yet. This is how we got to be playing. This not playing for food. I love the defense we're playing. We're not letting CJ get Brunson to the action. We're blitzing, and the most important thing I liked is we're making Dyson Daniels make the decisions. Which that's what you can live with that, honestly. And the only thing I think we should brush up on a little bit was I think the times we did blitz and Dyson Daniels got the entry pass in the middle. I think sometimes we had too many guys collapsing, which was giving like Nickeil Alexander-Walker an open three. That's really the only times he was scoring, just getting open catch and shoots. But other than that, the defense was nearly perfect. So hopefully we can close this out on Thursday, and that's it.
Salute to you. Shout out to Sundoggy 8 man, 10 franchise channel memberships. Welcome to all of the new franchise channel members, man. Sundoggy continues to donate as a member himself, man. Shout out to Sundoggy, man. Okay, one more before we get to the Glocks. AK on the Discord. Salute. Do we got AK?
Yes, sir. We are
in
the driver's seat at walk out of work because way too loud, way too hot, boys. We are there. We go. Ball movement. Cat catches it.
AK, you there?
Yo.
Okay, we got you now.
I'm here, man. Do you hear me?
Start over, man. Start over.
There we go. Okay. All right, man. I got just gotta recollect myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I had to walk out of work. You know, I've been way too, literally the whole time listening to the game play by play. You know, we're getting shots up, we're moving the ball. Cat's got the ball, top of the key. Everyone's moving. That's what we need to see. Finally, we're seeing a full, complete 48 minutes of play from this team, and that's what we need. We need to keep this going. And I just want to say, rocket to your pocket. I don't know what that means. That's some new age lingo, a little bit too new for me. But, we're about it. You know what I'm saying? We're about it. And, I'm not going to lie to you. Next playoffs. Oh, yeah. We're holding it down in Australia, man. We're holding down Sydney. But what I'm saying, next playoffs, it's my mission to come to Slate. And we're going to go to a watch party. It's going to be hectic. I'll bring you a nice bottle of whiskey from Australia. Good bottle, blue bottle, or green, whatever you want. And it'll be awesome. All right. I just want to say, love you guys. Literally listen to every single one of, all of the content. And we up. We got Brunson, buddy. He's hitting all his shots, baby. Come on. We hype. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Shout out to AK all the way to Australia. He's hype, man. He had to leave the JO. What time is it over there? No, it's 1:00. It's like afternoon, so he's on his lunch break. I don't know if he's going back. Don't sound like he's going back to work today. So
you might be leaving.
It sound like AK is leaving for the day because
Man's gonna go back to the cube. Where did this man go?
He rocket to his pocket. I'm out of here.
My man started off sounding like a robot.
Yeah, I was. The transmission from Australia. I was just giving it a little bit of time. That underwater cable. It might have just had to, just tighten up a little bit. I was giving it a little bit of time. Just get the data. Just get the data over here. Just getting a little bit of time. But Kane got through. I gave him a little bit of leeway, man, because that's my guy. So, shout out to all of our friends from Australia, man. Big time supporters of the wave, man. Shout out to King, man. He was hype. I didn't want to drop him off. He was hype, man.
Hey, man. As everyone says, rocket to your pocket to your socket.
Yeah. Shout out to Angel Vallejo. Fan shot, shout him out, $20 super chat says, he's laughing. Everybody sauce tonight. Rocket to your pocket in the socket. Absolutely. Yeah, that's how we got to do it, man. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. Maybe we'll put that on some merch for tomorrow, man. Get that at shop.nextfantv.com. Rocket to your socket pocket and all that. So.
Almost.
All right. There we go. All right, man. Let's close it out. There he is. The closer, ladies and gentlemen. I think he was at the Garden tonight with New York Nico, if I'm not mistaken. Do we have the Glockster?
Sleeping.
Yo,
sleeping. Alex, brethren, jungle man, them. Water house. Can you hear me out there?
Loud and clear, man. Where you at right now, man?
I'm in the street. I'm in them street. Silly K Tuluke. Yo, Silly K Tuluke. I lost my voice, y'all. Bear with me. I was there. I was there. KnicksFanTV, I was there. Let me paint the picture for you, okay?
Let's go.
I don't want to be long-winded. It's getting late, but Sunday just got out of work, right? Shout out to the legend, New York Nico. He calls me like, yo, Codester. What up, Slice? Meet me at the famous Mr. Throwbacks. If you want your vintage memorabilia and ready to wear, holla at Big Mike. Big Mike, Mr. Throwback himself. So I get there, right? And we got Baka Back Pages on the scene. Shout out Baka Back Pages, B. Yeah. Shout out Baka Back Pages. I see you, baby. Yo, we got Uber Cunts in the spot. Shout out Tom. Shout out Tom. He made the lifestyle size Knicks cutouts. The Don met the Don. Stevie Sweatpants. Holla at me, Steebles. I see you, Steebles.
You saw Steve? You saw Steve?
I was with Steebles. I see you, my Knickerbocker.
That's my guy.
Holla at you, that's my Knickerbocker. So Nico pulls up, calls me into the store. He like, bust it. We doing legendary things out here with 1800 tequila reposado, official spirits for none other than the New York Knicks. Thumbs up for your boys. And this right here is what you call legacy in a bottle. 11 generations passed down, poured all into specific liquid to get you ready for legacy games like tonight at MSG. Feel me? And on behalf of the legacifies, of the legatisticals of the legacies, which is 1800, I'd like to bestow upon you a surprise, being that you are the bona fide leader of the Mitchellist Hive. I issue you a token of gratitude.
Okay.
For holding down the fort, which is a free Knicks game ticket to Game 5, Madison Square Garden, the granddada of them all. When you talk about legacy, talk about me jumping like a kid who just met Santa Claus on Christmas, right? Bust it, right? Row 18, the good seats. We got the good batch, the premium batch. Me, Nico, Mike, sweatpants, back to back, 1800 tequila. From the bar, right? Toasting up for the spirits.
Yeah.
To legacy. My voice I sound like Stone Cold. Like, what? Brunson almost dropped 40. What? Let me tell you something about Mitchie. What?
Yeah.
Got some lob. Putbacks. What?
How did you like the putback?
Putback. What?
What?
Yo. Kilo K, wow. Double. Again. What? OG, triple OG, defending like a champion, two-weight. What? He's here for all 16. He's an all 16 guy, like you said. Yo, Steve Urkel, single digits. What? I seen what's his name that got traded from the Warriors? I forgot his name. Buddy Hield. I seen him in the spot, right? Yo, he's standing up the whole game, only playing 2 minutes. He talking the whole game. Yo, I seen Benji in the spot. Shout out Benji. Yo, get Benji back on the line. Shout out Vince. Shout out Benji. Yo.
Benji from Manhattan?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he knows how to use a Discord. He was a phones guy, Benji.
He already told me. He told me to drop, but we gonna get him back soon. Yo, Jada Kiss halftime show. I got la holla clap. Baby, I'm from this was one of the most memorable moments as a Knicks fan I could ever remember. The energy in the Garden was crazy. I've been to Knicks games before, but this was my first playoff game. The difference is astronomical, and I could tell why the prices are what they are, for crying out loud, bro. Like from start to finish, it was rocking in there, like Patrick House. Like yo. Nickeil Alexander-Walker was visibly frustrated the whole time on the bench. That's the things you don't see.
How was the Legends Lounge salutes on the Jumbotron? When Carmelo, you had Steph, Carmelo, J.R. Smith, you had LJ Sprewell. How was the Legends Lounge salutes tonight?
When I tell you the biggest ovations I heard, I call them pops because I'm a big wrestling fan. The biggest pops I heard from the night, from the two legends, was Pat Ewing and Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo still gets a huge ovation, man. Carmelo gets a huge vibe. That's why I don't read the haters. Whenever you talk about Carmelo, the haters, he didn't win. He's a truck. You go to the Garden, you hear what the real fans feel about Carmelo Anthony. Period.
It's only one fan base, bro. It's only one fan base, like the Knicks fan base. We gonna give you your damn flowers if you came here and did your thing.
Yeah.
Yo, it was so much to talk about within the game tonight, but it's like all nuances. But this call is just to tell y'all I had a hell of a great time, man. Knicks in 6, man.
Let's go.
Knicks in 6. Yo, shout out Nikki Pipes, man. Shout out Sealy. You feel me? Shout out Sealy Pink free throws. So shout out the whole staff, record label, and the Mel effing crew. And if you down with Atlanta Hawks, F you too. Trae Young, F you too. Kyle Korver, F you too. Shout out the Big Rob, Big Roboski. Shout out Maiden, and shout out whatever the sponsor is tonight, man. Yo, I'll take care of it profusely with the utmost friction in my mission. No testimonials. Church, preach, tabernacles. I'm out. Tabernacles. I'm out, B.
Yo, shout out to the Glocks, though.
Tabernacles.
Shout out to the Glocks, man. Yeah. So, hey. Yeah, I mean, he should have shot it at 1,800 because
Right.
clearly they had
He had
him
a
right.
fantastic night.
He
I'm
had a
jealous.
fantastic night, man. Now, shout out to Nico. Nico hit me the other day. Said he was him and the Glocks was pulling up to the game. So, shout out to the Glocks, man. And shout out to New York. Nico, absolutely. Yeah, Carmelo still gets the loudest pops at the Garden. No question, man. No question. All right, Al. Where are we at with the super chats, man? Let's close out the super chats and close it out. Let me get some sleep. Shout out Son Doggy, man. Gifted another 20 franchise channel memberships. So shout out to Son Doggy, man. Shout out to Son Doggy, man.
Was it let's see, you got a Tyler the Great. Shout out to Frank Nitty Too Gritty for the $2 super chat. Says checking in from work. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member too. What else have we got here? Did we get Dolphud 670?
No.
Shout out to Dolphud for the $10 super chat. Says we will win this series and still be treated like we got lucky. The Hawks wanted smoke and chose wrong. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, man. Shout out to Jacob Ball for the $5 super chat. Says love y'all. Let's go Knicks. My goats. Have a great night. God bless everyone reading this. Sleep well and be safe.
Let's go. So
we got Step 68 with the $5 super chat. Says team defense and ball movement is the identity of this team. That is Knicks basketball. Great win. Shout out to Jacob Ball with the $2 super chat. Shout out to One Hood Movement for the $2 super chat. Do you get Big Knicks fan?
No.
Shout out to Big Knicks fan with the $10 super chat. Says great win. Defense was excellent. On to the next. Let's close them on the road. Great job as always, fellas. Shout out to Jacob Ball for another $2 super chat. Do we got Do Live? Do we get his?
No, Do Live. $5 super chat. Says glad JB silenced the Cade, the best point guard in the East convo. East is so free. Let's finish this. Magic versus Knicks ECF. Please, I live in Orlando. One game at a time, man. Finish off the Hawks. You know, one game at a time. We can't even look at ECF, man. Long way to go, man. Long way to go, man.
Mm-hmm.
One game at a time, man, and hope that they can get the job done. But you know, yeah, when you look at the whole environment, it's is what we thought coming into the season. They have a shot, as good as anybody else. They have a shot, man. They got to do what they have to do their part. That's it. Let's see. Black Yankee 7975 $5 super chat says Knicks need to head down to Atlanta with the intent to finish the Hawks team. I don't want to see a game 7 in MSG on Saturday. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, man. Finish the job. Shout out to Will from LI. A $20 super chat says an amazing time at the watch party. It's Knicks in 6. I was in the A, got game 3, and they laughed at me and told me, and I told them we will see them for game 6 to put the nail in the coffin. Knicks in 6. Let's go. Shout out CP for the watch party. Absolutely. Shout out to Will from LI, man, for sure. Let's see. Ira from the Bronx. Shout out to Ira. $5 super chat. Does anyone who doesn't think we will win in game 6 is a complete moron? I will not be afraid of them if they had 5 CJ McCollums and even another good player.
We went from 5 RJ Barretts to now 5 CJ McCollums.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shout out to NY to PA says $5 super chat CP. I'll be up there for a watch party, 2nd, 3rd, and chip round. Let's go, KFTV. Salute, man. Salute. Grim Knox Production salute says, how do you guys keep a straight face? Salute, man. Oh, you know. Yeah,
I'm not good at it. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Y'all funny. Y'all funny.
Who else we got? DJ Out of Frat. Salute. He says, bro is popping, socking, and rocking. Shout out to Grimson Productions. Shout out my guy, John Lobriel, Last Flight Out podcast. Salute to them, man. They pulled up tonight. Shout out to them. Charles Rainey, $20 super chat. Franchise channel member says the Garden was electric. I was in there. All the Knicks legends was there. Salute KFTV. Salute Knicks Nation. Don't play with your food. Let's go. Knicks in 6. Salute, man. All right, I think we got all of it, right? Al? I think we got everything?
That would be it.
All right. So as I said, tomorrow, Wednesday, really, 12:30, we got Kevin O'Connor coming through. We'll talk Knicks and Hawks. We'll talk NBA playoffs. So make sure you guys tap in on KnicksFanTV as well as the NBA report. And that's that, man. We'll get ready for Game 5.
6.
And yeah, Game 6. Game 6. Yep. There he goes. It's getting late. You got to get to bed. And that's that, man. Great show, fellas. Remember, this show's available in audio podcast format. Remember, catch the flash sale, playoff Game 5 victory. Shop.KnicksFanTV.com, 50% off site-wide, no code needed. So get your merch. You need your playoff merch, your playoff hoodies. Get it all in stock, man. Fast shipping and all of that good stuff. What else? Game 6 watch party announcement will be out tomorrow morning, so make sure you do that. And make sure, a lot of some people say, I don't know when the watch parties are, I don't know when this is, that is. That's why you got to join the mailing list. If you join the newsletter, you get all the updates directly to your email box, so you don't have to rely on catching an update from YouTube or Instagram or whatever. So make sure you go to KnicksFanTV.com, tap newsletter, and then just put your email in. It's free, it's easy, hassle-free, and we don't send you junk. We send you just premium content from our writers and any updates that we have in terms of what we have going on in the community. All right, so great show. We out of here, man. Peace.